You have to have pressure to keep moving forward or to keep growing your business. So the question is it external or is it internal that's going to cause you to push forward? All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Neil Winteregg, joined as always by Dr. Greg Winteregg, CEO of Matterhorn Business Development. And you can find out more about his Amazon best-selling book down below called Fun at Work, where you can actually learn how to achieve your goals and have fun doing it, which is not supposed to happen in business.
What a concept.
What a concept. So today we're here to talk about pressure and whether it's from external or internal that pushes you over the edge to actually make it to your goals. So I'm going to turn it over to him.
Well, I've noticed here with myself, and I think this is pretty normal and natural, am I being driven by my goals? And that is coming from me, like a desire to compete, a desire to achieve, a desire to take myself and my family forward? Or am I being motivated and driven by external pressure? Like I have bills to pay, I have taxes to pay, I have my credit card debt that is too high, so I need to get my butt out of bed. And everybody is different, and I guess this is going to be more of an introspective version of what we usually do here, but I think you need to take a look at that. So as I was made it into college, I'm doing my pre-dental work, I was definitely being driven by the objective of getting a dental degree so I could have a nice career in front of me, et cetera, et cetera. So I was fortunate enough to be able to do that. And then I find that I'm out, and immediately I had to borrow money to get into the practice at 19.5% interest. In 1981, prime rate was 21%. So it's kind of like buying a dental practice on a Visa card with a bad rate. And so immediately I had pressure. So yes, at that time, I was being motivated by achieving my goal and pushing forward, so I had a great career, but then also I signed a loan and I put pressure on myself. And I've seen people who are unwilling to put external pressure on themselves and to have everything be comfortable. And so I know a lot of people from my graduating class became associates, they went into residencies, they went into the military, and eventually they had to do something that put some kind of pressure, external pressure on themselves. So for me personally, I have my goals, but I am completely willing to put myself in an external pressure-packed kind of a situation where I sign something and now I have a commitment. And I see way too many people with potential unwilling to put themselves in a position where they're going to have to tolerate and confront and live with external pressure and commitment. And I think a lot of people are holding themselves back because they're unwilling to take on external pressure.
Sometimes being comfortable is the enemy to growth.
That's
in
right.
a sense.
That's right.
When you're comfortable, you don't have to grow. So why take that extra step or risk or whatever? And so being comfortable means you don't actually have pressure. Sometimes you actually have to have a pressure, whether it's internal or external, to grow. And if you don't have an internal pressure to have to keep growing and you're comfortable, you're not going to keep growing.
Yep, exactly. I had it, and this has been, oh my goodness, 20 years ago. I had a dentist come to the management company, and he had $4 million set aside. He was 60 years old, and he wanted to grow the practice. And I'm like, why would you do that? I mean, you're already doing fine. You're nearly ready to retire in a few years. He goes, no, 4 isn't enough. I need 10. I'm like, okay. And in this particular case, he paid for a program. He never did it.
Right.
He never did it. He was lying to himself that 4 wasn't enough. He really needed to do 10. He could sell the practice for more. So I guess the point here is it's on you. Your success is on you. And yes, you can be a competitor and just say, I'm going for it and I'm going to, climb Mount Everest because it's there at the risk of dying. Okay, that's fine. But then also you have to be willing to take on some external pressure and make a commitment that's big enough to achieve the goal and to get yourself going. So I'm not a play it safe kind of a person. I'm willing to take that risk. You've seen me do it many times. And that is how I keep myself moving, by being goal-oriented and willing to take on the risk to do it.
Yep. So the pressure has to exist, or else there's no forward push.
Right.
And without a forward push, you get stagnation, because then there's no changing or evolution of your processes, your systems, things like that. I mean, we meet a lot of successful companies that haven't changed anything in 20 years. And they could, but they don't, because they're still making money, but there's no forward push. And then somebody else comes along who did do that evolutionary step, and now they have no money, and now they have no business, and then they complain.
Yeah.
But it's because they had 20 years of no pressure, that now when they had pressure, it was too late.
Exactly.
So you have to have something internally that's still going to motivate you to keep growing and keep expanding. And especially in business, a lot of people think, oh, well, I've made the same amount of money for the last 10 years. That's bad, because your operating expenses go up, your costs go up, your taxes go up, everything goes up. And then if the company's making the same amount of money, you're actually losing more money every year. So you have to be able to push yourself to do something to increase your revenue, or else you're falling behind.
And you're the only one that knows what motivates you.
Yep.
The absolute only one that knows what motivates you. And so you have to put yourself in a position where you can still move forward.
And I would also say you have to find out what really motivates you.
Yeah, that's right.
Not what you think motivates you. Because I get people all the time saying, I want to do this. And you go, great, here's how you do it. And they go, ooh, I don't want to do that.
Is the interest rate really going to be that much on the
I don't
loan?
know,
It's
4%.
like,
I mean,
know.
really
I
like
mean,
3%.
that would be another $400 a month monthly payment from, and I'm like, okay,
You're not motivated enough.
Now you and I are pretty done with that person.
Yeah, exactly.
So you have to be able to put yourself in a position where you can take on the pressure, and then that's how you grow. And for me, here's the bottom line. If I'm going to put myself in a pressure-packed situation, I have to figure out, can I handle the worst case scenario? And there have been a couple of situations I'm like, that one could bankrupt me. So then I have to sit back and say, well, it can bankrupt me, but I don't die. I still have my family. I would learn this, I would learn that, etc. So it's not like I'm jumping out of an airplane without a parachute, which Travis Pastrana has done, by the way. It's an incredible video. I would not do that.
But he had a parachute along the way to get from somebody. But
That's
if you
right.
miss that, then there's a problem.
So that guy has risked his life for the conviction of a thrill, achieving something. I'm not asking you to take it that far, but I am saying just confront the worst case scenario. And if you're not going to die, etc., then I think you should still go for it. And that's how to live and have fun and just really, really be excited about your journey every day.
All right, well, there you have it. Tell us what you think down below. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button if you want to learn more and have more fun at work, and we'll see you next time.